Everybody, what is going on? It's Bill with Franklin Loan Center, and breaking news just came out. The meeting minutes from the Fed meeting that happened right at the end of April just came out, and it turns out that, so this is, inflation was already starting to rise. This all seems, it's pretty clearly related to the war in Iran. But nonetheless, the Fed, in their conversations, and it made it into the meeting minutes, stated that the majority of the Fed presidents were open to actually increasing the Fed funds rate if inflation continues to track in an upward direction, right? So keep in mind, that happened at the end of April, and then just last week, we got CPI and PPI, the two big inflation data reports that come out, and they both came in actually much hotter with meaning a higher inflation than anticipated, right? So I mean, I guess that means that the Fed is likely to increase rates, right? So okay, so great. What does all this mean to us, right? Well, so first off, it means that, again, this is very clearly related to the everything that's going on over in Iran right now. Hopefully we get to a resolution to that soon, and it kind of gives the chance for the inflation to come back down, or at least start tracking back in the right direction, right? So first and foremost, let's hope that happens. Who knows, right? The market is interestingly just kind of teetering. Early on in this, every time that anything came out of the White House that was talking about any level of resolution, the market was reacting a bunch to that stuff. And usually, it's like, hey, it looks like we could get to resolution, and then it was coming back down. What we've been seeing more recently is the market's kind of like, all right, I don't believe anything that's coming out of here. It's kind of been just kind of tracking in the wrong direction, quite frankly. But here's some good news in what we saw out of this. The meeting minutes came out, and it's really common for the meeting minutes, forget about what's happening currently, just generally speaking, the meeting minutes often the markets don't really like it, and you'll see bonds worsen a bit, which means slightly higher interest rates, right? That's a really common thing. What's happening right now is actually bonds actually have improved a little bit, right? So interestingly, the market is kind of saying, okay, well, good. So you're in a position where you are paying attention to this, and we actually could see an increase if inflation continues to run. So the market sort of likes that for now. I mean, it's been brutal with interest rates for the last couple months, again, just with the Iran stuff. So hopefully get that back under some control. But for now, even the news that the markets, that we could see the Fed actually increase, actually see the market stay steady and even improve a little bit. So anyway, we'll see what happens. I'm Bill, I'm the Franklin Loan Center, and I'll see you all next week.